What's happening, everybody? Trill Dave, higher living. We on the higher thinking, and today is something that's very important that everybody I suggest and I would recommend everyone do on a daily basis is meditate. I start my morning off. Praise be to the Most High. I'm thankful and glad I'm awake. I ain't had to be here, and I meditate. Meditation is when you tap into the higher self and the Most High. A lot of people pray. I pray every day. I pray all the time. But praying is when you talking and when you looking and asking for guidance or things, situations to work in your favor and things of that nature. And there's nothing wrong with that because we all need that in our lives. It helps us, our psyche and everything, and it grows our connection with God. But more so importantly, all that damn talking that people be doing, meditation is the opposite. Listening, tapping in, really listening to what your body is saying and what situations are saying. A lot of people say that they can't meditate because they can't clear their mind. Bruh, nobody's gonna be able to clear their mind completely. If you can do that, hey, if you a monk, you know what I'm saying, they could possibly do that. And I'm going to try to get into that as deep as I can, you know what I'm saying, but it's all a process. But the thing that people don't realize is that you can't perfect something when you just trying. Like, it's a practice. It's something that you got to do every day to get better at it. Like Jordan with a jumper, bro. Jordan wasn't born with no jumper. You know what I'm saying? He worked on it. He may have been, but you know what I'm saying? He worked on it rigorously every single day, like sacrificing time with kids. I know he did, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go to extremities to do these things, but like, you have to practice. But meditating, you have to refocus. When people are saying that they can't clear their mind, when thoughts are gonna come into your mind in your time of meditating, whether it be 20 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna get into that in a second too. But you have to refocus. Okay, I'm thinking about a bad situation that I had with this person, but okay, refocus. Now, getting that small piece out the way, we're going to talk about the two things that help you to refocus and the two things that are important when you're meditating. Your mantra and your breathing. Now, your breathing is the most important because breathing, your conscious breathing and knowing that your breath and feeling and knowing your breath instead of just regularly breathing like how we do. When you're conscious of your breathing, you can feel everything in your body, so to say. Like, if you were to really get into it how I wish and pray that you would, you can meditate, I'd say maybe 2 to 5 minutes, just a little bit. And when you do your breathing, I would say, can you feel your breathing in your pinky toe? And some people will be able to because they'll be able to tap into it like that. But your breathing is important because it regulates your body. Through the nose, out the mouth. A constant flow. No staccato breathing, nothing to distract you. Outside distractions when you're meditating. There should be no outside distractions. You need to be in a quiet place because you are within yourself in a quiet place, trying to make that place as quiet as possible. Meditating is knowing yourself. When those things that pop up into your head, those situations, things, people, or places, nouns, verbs, blah, blah, blah. When those things pop into your head, that's when you refocus into your breathing more so, and into the second thing, your mantra. Your mantra can be the ancient hum that monks have used or people that have used for centuries and eons and peons years ago, or it can be something that you make up that you say, I am blank, in your head or or you can say it out loud. Now, me personally, I say mine in my head because I really want to concentrate on feeling the breath through the nose, Cause see, even when I just do that for myself, like it clears out. Like I can feel that my energy, the flow, strengthen when I take the time to do so. Conscious breathing is very, very important. Watch the video on that in this playlist as well. But your mantra is something that you are, or you. Your mantra is what you aim to be, or what you are, or the feeling that you want to express and aspire to achieve at all times. I'm not gonna give you mine. I'm gonna give you an example because that's a sacred thing for me. Meditation is very sacred. You know what I'm saying? That's when you tapping into God for yourself. So when I do so, I'm gonna just give an example. I am a superhero. Okay. Now when I'm inhaling and exhaling, I'm saying to myself, I am a superhero. Now when I get a distraction of a situation that happened to me last week that I wasn't very fond of and I did not like at all, I'm just using an example. You can go into a rabbit hole of some negative shit that you don't even want to, because you in a positive space and this positive time in a mind frame where you supposed to be thinking and only to be tapping into your higher source. But when you do that, you refocus to your mantra and you refocus your breathing. Or not even to say you refocus your breathing, you just become more aware of your consciousness of breathing. Awareness is the key. Meditation isn't just for fun, you know what I'm saying? Just because people do it. And I know it seems that a lot of things are trendy nowadays, but it shows that with these things happening on in the world, like people are really trying to tap into their spiritual power because of the hellacious things that society has been throwing at us at over centuries of time. Like you can say it in different cultures, societies, things of that nature. I obviously can because I'm what? A black man. I'm not gonna show my dick, penis, excuse me. But you have to get into your spiritual power, and I believe that meditation will get you there way, way quicker than anything, because meditation is really tapping into that inner wisdom, that intuition, that you know that this is going to help you guide. It helps you guide you throughout your life when you're thinking like, you know what, that helped me out like a couple years ago. But when you tap into your meditation, your movements and your wisdom grows stronger every day. And meditation, man, it's just really necessary. Some of the benefits of meditating that I've seen and studied is people having lower blood pressure, more calm and more poised in whatever it is that they're doing, and they have more creativity and freedom because stress is being relieved. Distractions are, even when they're done with their sessions, distractions aren't as what's a good word? They're not as nitpicky to, or annoying. That's a good one, I guess. It's not as annoying to you like a gnat would be. You know what I'm saying? If the gnat was with you right here when you not meditating, you're gonna be like, oh my God, these gnats. When you meditate, you be like, all right, this gnat is right here. It's cool. Just go on about your way and tap in. It's all about refocusing and being conscious and aware of what you're trying to do. Because if you let these distractions take a hold of you while you're meditating, what's going to happen when you're done meditating? The distractions out in the real world and in the external are going to take a hold of you. You got to work on the inside. People are always talking about know thyself, but ain't nobody doing the practicing that have been done for centuries by people that have been living the proper way, or at least trying to, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the things that are trendy now, they're cool And you can say that I'm trendy too because I mean I've been in it, but a lot of my stuff has been progressively happening. Like this been this been years in the making of all of these things that have come to me. You can come and ask me if you want, and you can try me if you want, but I mean it's all about knowing you. Like see, know thyself. I know me, and I've been tapping in. I've been tapping in for. I've been tapping in for a long time. I'm 26. I've been. I've. I'll put it like this. God made a path for me, right? And you know the path that God always give you is a straight, narrow path. I veered off very seldom, not as many times. Now I could be wrong, but looking back and seeing like I've been sticking to the script. You know what I'm saying? Not too many changes in the script. You know, God really is really tapped in. But now that I know that I know that I know that I know, and for sure that I know, I gotta get in. I gotta tap in more. Meditate and practice, especially in the morning and even possibly at night, or just do sometime in the day. But I would suggest in the morning because that's a great way to start your day. Why not start your day in a peaceful mindset, or at least trying to be tapping into the most peaceful that you can be before you go out into the world with the craziness. You know what I'm saying? Meditation can relieve mental stress. It can relieve physical stress as well. Stretching, when people have knots and sores and they gotta get massages and things of that nature, it would really help if you meditate first. Meditating, get your body soothing, and your body and your mental frame will be prepared for the healing that'll happen to the physical. Yoga, everybody getting into yoga now, another trend, which is not bad. I'm into yoga. I've been doing yoga. I've been doing yoga for almost 3 years now, and meditating is a huge part of yoga. You can't even start when you actually practicing yoga. You're not even supposed to start your session with just straight poses. You're supposed to start off with meditating, trying to clear your mind and get your breathing right, because in yoga, your conscious breath is essential. It is the key. The poses just help unlock the body and the tenseness and strengthen the muscles and the flexibility of your body. The breathing helps to regulate and get the body and get the airflow flow through the body. But meditating beforehand can get you where you need to be mentally. So when you're doing the physical, everything is aligned. We get thrown off sometimes, but it's all about refocusing. You gotta refocus. I read a magazine they were talking about the benefits of meditating, and it was saying that you have to train your mind like how you would a puppy. When you train a puppy, I've trained puppies before. I've had a couple dogs in my life. When you train a puppy, you could tell it to sit, and it will not sit. It'll move around this, and that, and the third. But you have to get the dog to understand, this is what I need you to do. You eventually do it. Now, sometimes people do extremes, and they might pop the dog or something like that, but I don't think you would want to get popped. But things are different for different situations, and I can't really go into that for that. But you have to know, like I said, yourself. Your mind is the most powerful and the most destructive thing that you have. But with meditation, you can get into knowing yourself, and when those distractions of your mind come about, you refocus on your mantra and your conscious breathing. This has been a message by Trill Dave, A Higher Living. Go get Higher Living on Amazon. Physical copies coming very soon. That sounded very commercial like. You know, it's a beautiful life that we live, and I just want everybody to live their best life. People always hashtagging that shit, but they not doing anything to really do it. Yeah, you can be going ham and going crazy anywhere and everywhere in the world, but are you really tapping into your higher power and the source? Meditate. Love. Peace. Not separated. Together. Trill shit.